Welcome back. Well, a question, do you really know your lawyer? Often trust and a 5-star rating on their websites is an attraction.
Of course, but there's something you may want to know. Lawyers get in trouble too, and often you don't even hear about it. Behind every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters.
Here's ABC4 senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with the Justice Files.
Lawyers work hard to keep their reputations impeccable. After all, how they perform in the courtroom determines their career. But some do fall through the cracks. And for the public, it can be difficult to learn who's who in the courtroom.
Levi. Yeah. My name's Corporal Call with the Orem Police Department. Understand that you may have been drinking tonight.
Levi Adams was pulled over in 2017 by Orem Police. He's suspected of driving drunk.
I'd like you to submit to some field sobriety tests. Okay. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
But Adams can't stand up, and police don't do the field test.
I just feel bad that you can't even stand up on your own, dude.
I know.
Instead, he's heading to jail, and Adams will need a lawyer. Problem is, Levi Adams is a lawyer. He's charged with numerous crimes, including aggravated burglary, a first-degree felony, and impaired driving.
It was a one-time incident. He has no prior criminal history, nothing since this incident.
In a plea deal, he admitted to the charges, avoided jail, and placed on probation.
Tony. Yeah, we talked to you.
Then there's Tony Miles, an Ogden attorney whose addiction to opioids cost him 29 days in jail.
The opioid process, that's what started my situation. The situation I went through, unfortunately, is what got me to where I'm at today, but it could happen to anybody.
Both lawyers got light sentences, but they couldn't avoid the judiciary's watchdog unit. The State Bar's Office of Professional Conduct opened an investigation which could lead to disbarment. In the past 3 years, 77 attorneys faced similar civil action. But according to a recent audit, Utah's discipline system takes an average 966 days to investigate a complaint, another 524 days if it goes before a judge in civil court.
He has been charged, but it's been almost a half a decade, and we still haven't got any resolution to this.
She's referring to attorney Richard Uday. Elizabeth Langston's family paid him $30,000 to handle their case. He allegedly didn't do the work. Last year, the Office of Professional Conduct issued a civil complaint that could get Uday disbarred. They listed 41 ethical violations involving 14 clients and is accused of taking more than $166,000 from them. Uday is now facing second-degree felony charges for theft in Morgan County.
People need justice, and they shouldn't have to worry that their lawyer's going to rip them off.
Jeff Hunt is an attorney and member of the Judiciary's task force studying its discipline system.
Sometimes there are civil lawsuit going on at the same time as the discipline, or maybe even a criminal activity, a criminal proceeding. And often the discipline will be stayed while the civil proceeding plays out or the criminal proceeding plays out.
And Hunt says attorneys, like anyone else, are entitled to due process. But he says the American Bar Association audit was concerned about the length it took to resolve a complaint.
The public has a complaint about an attorney. They want attention paid to it. They want it taken seriously, and they don't want it languishing for months before it gets resolved.
Neither do attorneys facing possible disbarment.
The attorneys that I represent they want this behind them. They want the process done. They want it completed. They want to get on with their lives and their careers.
And Hunt says the Utah Supreme Court, which oversees the entire disciplinary system, wants quicker results. Judges will now make attorney discipline a priority.
So I think we're going to see a decrease in the amount of time from when someone makes a complaint to either the complaint being brought to a screening panel or some other action taken on behalf of the public.
But Langston didn't know how to find an attorney. She picked Uday based on his 5-star rating on his own website.
So we thought, he's got to be a good lawyer.
The Utah State Bar provides some information about an attorney. It shows Uday in good standing. Levi Adams is also practicing and in good standing as well. But attorney Tony Miles' license was temporarily suspended. The Utah Supreme Court wants their website to list attorney discipline cases and be user-friendly.
It'll be separate from the bar. It'll be the Supreme Court's disciplinary website where you can find out if the attorney that you're looking at has been disciplined in the past 10 years.
For attorneys facing disbarment, they welcome the changes. Miles has seen both sides of the judicial system. He's now going through drug treatment.
I plan on being clean for here on out, hopefully. I mean, it's a day-by-day process, but I would hope that the bar would look at me as being a good candidate to get my license back.
If he does get his license back, Tony Miles says he can offer valuable insight to clients who may have also fallen on bad times. To learn more about hiring an attorney, visit our website, abc4.com. Click on this story and follow the link. For the Justice Files, Marcus Ortiz, ABC4 News.